Good morning. Uh, so I woke up normal time, took my shower, got ready, and then I checked to see if there was any school cancellations, and there's no school today. But it's not even snowing, man. It says it's going to start snowing. It's not even that cold outside. So part of me is kind of like, man, because we don't get paid when we don't go to work, and I don't plan to go to work tomorrow. So that's going to be 2 days I don't get paid. I mean, I'll get paid to do the thing. Here's a crazy thing. So he asked me if I can do one on Thursday and Friday. So maybe I could hit him up and see if, cause that'd be cool. Cause that's at 11. That'd be perfect. That'd be perfect. In fact, I'll do that. But yeah, our first little snowstorm. I mean, I'd be happy if we didn't get any snow. Cause as kids, cause I was talking to my kids yesterday, students at the school. People like, you got kids? No. And they're like, I hope it snows tomorrow. And I'm like, yeah, I don't. But, kids like, I don't know though, but they had the 2-year COVID thing. I don't know if they want to be home. Or maybe they forgot about how it sucks to be home. You don't see your friends. But anyway. So I got to plan out my day. I want to maximize it since I'll be home. I was going to go to Dunkin' Donuts, but I don't want to move my car because if it does snow, then I might have to park way down the street from my house, which means I'd have to clean the snow down there. Or I'd do it in front of my own house, It was going to turn to rain, so they said. But yeah. In Japan, on a snow day, you still get paid. We get salaries. What's the difference? We get paid per month, even if it snows. I guess it'd be the same here. I'm just paid like I'm like a temp worker. Part-time. They sent an email yesterday. The dumbest email. But they used to send them in Japan, so maybe it's like a school thing. It says, Dear so-and-so, please do not call off so much. It's addressed to everyone. Please do not call off so much. The students will miss you. Try not to get sick. Thank you. Have a nice evening. Like, what the hell is that? One, who cares if the students miss us? If you got shit to do, you got shit to do. You can't, I'm not going to have this appointment because my students will miss me. Two, right now, my kids, yesterday, there was only 10 kids were out from class because they were sick. They're just literally walking in. She's like, you sick? And out they go. There's one kid's like, I don't want to get sick. And he was just kind of like, he wasn't wearing a mask or anything. He was just mentally, he didn't want to get sick. And he was sick because he's sitting right next, the girl beside him was sick and the boy in front of him was sick. Apparently some boy had like a birthday party and everyone who went to his birthday party got sick. So I'm just sitting there holding my breath as if that's how you get germs. Or how you don't get germs. So if I get sick, sheesh. But I'm going to use a sick day tomorrow. I'm feeling sick. But I don't know the right way to say this. Bamboozled? What's the word? I don't know. But I'll just explain the situation. So in kindergarten, there's this girl, right? I don't know how old's kindergarten, but she's a kindergarten kid. And her coat fell on the floor, as their coats usually do. And she looks over and she's like, Mr. Matthew. I'm like, yes. Can you pick up my coat? And I'm like, I see what you're doing. I said, no. She said, really? You're not going to pick up my coat? Like, no. But it's on the floor. Like, she was playing me. Oh, my God. Because throughout this time, she, can you open my milk? Because, that's what the teacher said we're supposed to do, help the kids out. So I'm helping them out. And I'm like, you can't open your own milk? You can't open your own potato chips? You can't open your own drink? Now, the ones you got to turn, those are a little tough. But the little milk cartons. So I'm like, I teach them, like, I ain't going to open up. I'm going to show you. You teach them how to fish, and they'll probably drown. But, no, literally, like, you tell them how to open it, but then they drop it on the floor. They'd be like, bah! Either way. And it's just amazing because I wonder if she was raised this way or she's modeling this from someone. Like, I didn't have that countenance, demeanor, character, way, being. But I don't know, assuming she looks the way she looks and she continues to look this way, because she has like these big, like, wombat eyes. It's like, can you open my... But I'm on to her now. No. Then she smiles too, and kids, man. But it might work, man. Like, she's speeding down the highway. Cop pulls her. You know why I pulled you over? Like, no. Why did you pull me over? It's like, sorry. I met another kid like that. My friend's son. She was saying, like, he always gets away with murder. And then I met him, and he just had this big smile. It was like God was smiling at you. Like, he'd be, like, painting the house. And he'd be caught red-handed with the paintbrush. And, like, did you do it? Like, no, I did not do it. Again, I didn't have that. I had a guilty face. I get blamed for stuff that I didn't even do. Like, did you do it? No, then why you look guilty? That's my face. You know how many times I have to tell this to people? I met someone yesterday at the party, and I was eating my pizza. And she's like, why you eat pizza like that? I was like, that's my pizza face. My students be like, why you look like that? That's how I look. Like, why you all up in my grill for, man? Sheesh. But, yeah. Yesterday was a mess at work. They were doing Santa shops in the school during lunch. Who thought of that one? I don't know. So the kids come in and they're going in like 2 by 2, and then the other kids are coming in to eat in the cafeteria, and then the teacher for the kids is in the Santa shop place getting their gifts, and then the other kids are sitting there hungry because they're in the cafeteria looking like hungry kids, and then the next group comes in, but they're sitting in their seats. Such a big mess. And some kids don't have money. My mom would give me money when we had like the Christmas shopping thing. But some kids didn't have money. But they're so cute about it. I don't have no money. What am I going to do? Or maybe they know the system, because then someone gave them a little $5 voucher. And then they go off and they get something. And then the little girl, she's just like, she's another one. They're all little cute kids. And she's just like, can I have my present? Like, I thought you're supposed to be buying gifts for your family. Isn't that the purpose? Like, no, I don't want to play with that recess now. And she even stomped her foot. Now. I said, you can't. I'm done. Go talk to, there's a lady who was walking around in red pants. Go talk to the red pants woman. Like, I don't want it. You want your toys? Go. She goes over. But yeah. Or yesterday, I tell you, yesterday was hectic. So the teacher comes down, like, she's like, so the kids can't use the bathroom. That's the rule. But the teacher comes down like, can this boy go use the bathroom? Because the door locks. So I go over there. I open it up. He goes through. But then the next class comes in, and I'm like trying to explain what's going on. So then I leave my post, and then I'm up there for a minute, and then, he's still out there because you can't get in. So I go back out there looking for him. Like, where is he? Because he was a little guy, so I couldn't even see him. I go look in the bathroom. He's not in there. I'm like, oh my gosh, where is? But then I'm like, you know what? He's probably okay. And then like 10 minutes later, he said 10 minutes later, I see him over there. But yeah, tell you it was hectic. At the end of the lunch, we got the first, second, and third graders. So I lined the first graders up. Said, line up. And they line up like little ducks. And then all these things are moving. So then the second grade teacher, she takes her class out. And then the little ducklings follow the second grade teacher. Then the first teacher comes out like, where's my kids? And the one teacher's like, they followed. So like they're going out to recess. So they're not getting lost. But she's like, oh my gosh. It was kind of funny because they're just following as little ducklings would do. But yeah, man. Yeah. Work. Like, I really hope it doesn't snow. It'd be cool for everybody. It'd be cool for the kids because they go outside and play. Maybe they wanted to play in the snow. Whatever. It'd be cool for me because then I could go about my business. I don't want to drive in the snow. But yeah. But it might work out. I'm going to hit up the guy to see if he could slide me in for the gig for today. That'd be awesome. Be perfect. I finished my my Christmas mixtape thing. It's always not nerve wracking. It's a lot of feelings. Like the first feeling is it's done. Like it's mixed down, it's posted, done. But then there's a little part like I could have did this because I was gonna rap on it. It was gonna be like a rapping Christmas tape. But I didn't start the writing yet. Like you really got to start this. Now this is better because I actually finished it before Christmas. Usually I do it on Christmas. But if I'm gonna start writing, I would have to write in the summertime. So instead of Moon Rock, it would have been Christmas Rock. But for next year, 2023, I'll get on it. But if you ever wondered why I have so many different channels, I got Messy Pro 1, I got Rhyming Gaijin, I got Rhyming on the Beats, I got Instagram Rhyming on the Beats, Instagram Emmanuel for the photography, and then the Rhyming Gaijin, and then I have 2 different band camps. One band camp is the music where I'm rapping on. Another band camp is just the instrumentals. I have 2 names that I post under for iTunes. One is the stuff that I made in Japan. The other one is the stuff I make in America. You're like, oh my gosh, it's confusing. It is confusing. But I want to make sure that the right target gets the message. Does that make sense? Like, for example, the one Instagram channel I have for music, when I post my music stuff, they like it because they make music. It's just like, oh my gosh, you made some music. Oh, I could post it here, and I did. This is I know he makes music. So separate those. The other day, somebody he hit me up on IG. He said, check out my stuff. And I just said, why are you sending this to me? It's because I value your opinion. Like, yeah, but we already had this talk. I'm not your target market. And we start going back and forth. And at one point, he hits me with a meme. I was just like, oh my gosh. We keep going back and forth. I gave him a definition of what spam is. Go back and forth. And at this point, I can't tell if he's just like doubling down on what he's doubling down on or he's understanding what I'm trying to say. So eventually, I gave him a kind of ultimatum. Like, man, you got to decide what you want to do because if you're going to keep doing this shit, it's not going to happen. And then he replied back, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be annoying. I'm just like, finally, that's all I was waiting to hear. Arguing with me about nothing. But no, I was telling him, man, anyone who's out there grinding, like marketing, social media marketing in this day and age is difficult. You know, I feel bad when I say, buy my stuff. So I don't. And then no one buys it. But it's on you. Actually, it's on you to figure out a better way to do that. And then there's a whole thing, like I make music. I'm not business boy. There's a fine, like, then I met lots and lots. I mean, I got another guy who hits me up on Instagram, Ryan McGuire. And he just sends the post. He'd be like, post. And I'm like, what is that? Is that a remote? Is he saying that I need a remote? Is he saying what's remotely work? Is this a new product? Like, I don't know the context. There's nothing. It's just the. Sometimes it's not even a video. It's just like a. Or he'll send me the same thing multiple times. It's like, well, I seen it once. And I have a feeling if I say anything, he's just gonna hit me with a fuck you. Then put it. It's not even like that. You say, Matthew, you're playing favoritism. Well, yes and no. The newest people I meet, I try to nip things in the bud. Just like, nope, don't do that. Ain't happening. But people I've known for a while, I try to see where it's going, give them the benefit of the doubt. You know me. So it shouldn't have to go any further, but that doesn't work either because it just keeps going and going. You say, what do you mean? Like this guy, he keeps sending me stuff. I don't even respond anymore. Just keep sending it to me. You would think he would get. I mean, one time we talked, and I came back. I'm just like, so how did your sales go? I didn't sell anything. I'm like, yeah, because your marketing strategy is not very good. It's just sending shit. It's just. But in general, I respect anyone who's out there grinding, trying to get their name out there. And if you're new to it, of course you're gonna have those bumps in the road. I've been doing social mediaing, or at least on social media. Well, MySpace days, but we'll start with Facebook. So 2005, right there. So I was blasting people in email lists. I was spamming, check out my new project, check out my new project, check out my new project, check out my new project. But, I guess I stopped doing it when other people started coming on the platform, and it's just like that. So yeah, so I just separate everything. So, like what you like when you see it. Plus, the algorithm isn't our friend either. They want us to pay them, and this is most platforms. I think all platforms pay them money to promote to the people who are watching you. It's a good business model. But yeah. It's kind of like even the bus is running. I never felt mixed feelings about having a snow day. On the one hand, I'm cool, man. I could actually play with my new microphone. That'd be cool. I could work on some. So now that the Christmas thing is done, I could move on to. So for the Christmas thing, I was playing with. The drums a lot. So normally if you listen to the old beat tapes, it'd be like sample chopped up and drum just boom, chicka 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 boom. The sample's changing, but the drums just stay the same. Repetitive. And as you know, real drummers don't technically sound the same. Little micro. But so I was going back into the drums and like adding like an LFO to the panning or something. So just a little, you might go from left to right. Nothing big, but your ears will perceive, oh, there's something different. Or putting a little filter on it. So it's going left to right. And the filter is cutting off. So this kind of. And then if you phase it a little bit, so it's not on the beat. So it's kind of. And then I was doing my some stutters, so I played a little bit with the delay just to open it up. And then towards the end, so the first tracks are just kind of straight drumming it. And then towards the end, I was like, let me try this. So I was doing some stutters, and stuttering the sample. And then I stumbled onto this it's like a flanger thing, phaser. The Dirt Crunch. That's the name of these plugins. They all whatever. So I put it on there, and the beat was like boom chicka boom, but then with this effect on it, it went wow wow wow, like it resonated it. I was like, wow, that's interesting. It gave it a pitch. So it turned a drum beat into like a acoustic sounding sound. So that's cool. I want to play around with that. There's a bunch of beat challenges that I should. So if you guys are into music, beat making, all that, maybe singing anything, I think highly recommend joining contests. Not the paid ones, because you probably won't win if you're new. Good experience, but that's their own little business too. But these free ones, because I found for myself at least that little, I got a deadline. I mean, I'm pretty good at keeping my own deadline, but having a contest deadline and then hearing the other people within this confine of the contest, like, that beat was trash, because you all had the same time more or less. And then, wow. And then when the people are just like, wow, usually they kind of, you didn't win, but I do like that you did this to your beat. And you're like, oh yeah, that was me. And you might remember. Plus, other people be like, oh wow, I remember you from the other contest. It's a great way to network. Organic marketing. So now when these people hear you, they may be more likely to be, because right now everybody makes beats, man. Everybody. Pete Rock is making beats. What's his face? DJ Khaled is, like, everyone's making beats, and then you. So, yeah. Unrelated, but it's on my mind. So the guy, Ellen DeGeneres' DJ, Twitch, I believe his name is. I might be wrong. I didn't fact check it, but I think it's him. He passed away, suicide. So at first when it came up, I'm like, I don't know him, but I hope his family, like, that's what I say. Anytime, like, even when I'm driving down the street and I see an accident or a cop car pull someone over, the first thing I say is, I hope they're okay. I hope da-da-da-da. Because I don't wish ill will on anybody. We don't know their situation. So that's the first thing I said. All right, well, I hope, I don't know who he is, but he looked familiar. And then today it hit me, because it's, it happened recently, so it's popping up on the feed. And there's this other guy, a dancer, who did this, I think it's an African dance, where it's, so there's these little kids, I think they're like called Ghetto Kids. That's their Instagram handle, Ghetto Kids in Africa or something. And they're just out there looking ghetto, I guess that's their thing, and they're dancing. And this one little kid, I think they're brothers and sisters, and then they're friends. And he's doing this dance where he's like, boo-doo-boo-doo-boo, boo-doo-boo-doo-boo. That's the music. And then you like pump your stomach out. And I think it's like the Sodan Bushi, Japanese. But it's like he's like it's the image of, like, the parachute, wave the plane, like one of those kind of. So he's picking something up, and that's what he's doing. That's when I seen it. So there was a dance contest where this dancer was doing that dance. And when he was doing it, and I'm not sure if it's him. I'm pretty sure, because the smile he made when he did the dance, he was like, because it's like, I don't know, maybe it's a little kid dance, but either way, the guy who was doing it, he was doing it. And he just like the kid, but he was an adult. And he got down, he's like, and then the guy, the host, he had this big smile, and he's just like, And it was just beautiful. Like, when you're connecting. I guess this is all connected because I said contest, but he's in the contest. He's doing his dance, and he's doing it with all his heart. And the face he made, the dancer, my dance teacher made the face too, like, the, like flowing, like when you're in the zone. Like if you ever see like bass guitars, they got. I never make those faces, but when I'm making my drums, the bop. Like I posted a video yesterday, but like that bop. It's a different space. Like the house could be burning down. I would not notice because I'm in the flow. In the flow. And when I'm freestyling and I get into it, usually it's kind of bumpy. If you ever listen to it, because I start from zero. I just walk out the house, play the music. There's no second takes or cut. It's just go. And I'm walking down the street. People are looking, but then I'm walking and I get into it. Now I'm in Easton right now, so I'm kind of making sure my surroundings are safe and what have you. In Japan, I was just doing my thing. But yeah, it's still not snowing, in case people are wondering. I guess, actually, I don't mind being up early because that means I could do stuff. But I didn't check until, 5:30 was the time she told me that they normally post it. So I didn't do anything wrong. I was going to leave around 6 o'clock, 6:20 to get in front of the traffic if there would have been some. Last year they had this thing called a squall. Squall! It was weird because I've never heard this word, but a squall is when it's like a whiteout. When it snows really quickly and everything turns white and then it just disappears. I never heard of these. I know blizzards and snowouts. Anyway, so on 22, I believe it was, they had a squall, and there were like 10 cars in an accident. There was like boom, 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 boom. You try to swerve off, boom. That is scary. I was sitting there. I'm glad I ain't driving. This was back maybe February, January. But yeah. But yeah. But I wanted to say was if you feel that way, like life is just hard, I recommend talking to someone, anyone, just because I found personally for me, it helps to talk to someone. For me, a therapist. I don't want to talk to certain, I need an unbiased person to listen to me, but, or someone trained to like, not, whatever. But, yeah, but you shouldn't, I don't even know how to say this, but talk to someone. Shit, talk to me. If you know me. If you don't know me, it might be weird. You're like, what's yours? But if you know my character, you know how I'm whatever. But yeah, because I think we all been there. I had a student in Japan. I would say she was 12 or something, 13, and she jumped off the train tracks. Which 13? That is just. Like I can't imagine what she was going through. I don't even know if I know, because they never told me. I'm not a teacher, so they never told me. So I don't know who it was. So I don't know if I interacted with them or if I would have been there. But now at this school, the teacher be gossiping all the time, but I kind of just, my eyes and ears are always open, so it'd be like, yo, this student, they don't be eating lunch, man. I don't be talking like that, but I'd be like, I haven't seen them eating anything during lunch. And then I tell her, and then she, basically, I'm narking on the kids. But this is different. So she will contact the kid, and they'll go to some counselor, and they'll explain Because I've been there. Like I said, in this capacity at this school, a lot of the kids remind me of me. I didn't used to eat lunch at school, but that's because I was saving the money to buy stuff. But maybe because I'm cool with the lunch ladies, so if I asked them, "Can you give this kid some food?" they would, but they would do it of their own. I mean, if the student didn't tell them and they didn't notice, and if I said, "Can you?" they would. But usually they're pretty good on, because we throw away so much food. Kids don't even eat the food. They come in there and they be like, and I don't blame them, because they give me the free food and I throw that shit away too. We had vegan day, vegan burger day. Them kids are just poking it. Like from the first grade all the way up to sixth grade. They know, and maybe one kid, because there's some vegans who proudly, I'm a vegan. But yeah. All right. Let me get some food. Let me go stand outside, and I went outside this morning. It was warm. Like I didn't even need all this. I was thinking about going for a walk today. That's how warm it is. But according to my Apple Watch, it says it's gonna snow. All right. But yeah. But yeah, end of the video. So Beat Tape is out. There's a link right around somewhere. Or there's a link in the bio. I'll put it that way. I'm lazy. Actually, I'm gonna go all out. There'll be a link in the video. And a link in the bio. Actually, there's no links in bios. There'll be a link in the description. But yeah, for my people on the East Coast, hopefully we don't get any snow unless you want snow. Maybe you're a snow plowing type person. Make that money. I once did well, I was so how old was I? I want to say middle school. 14, 13. Still young and cute. 14 maybe. And we had some snow. We had a snow day. And it was just after Christmas, and whatever toy I had, it needed AA batteries. And there was a little electric store that sold batteries. So I went down there and I said, I'll shovel your snow for a pack of batteries. And he said, okay. And it was like, it's a store. So it was like maybe three sidewalks, like three houses. Like it was a long sidewalk. And I'm out there shoveling. And then I walk up there. He hands me a pack. It was like a 24 pack of batteries, maybe coming in at $24. And I didn't think anything of it. I worked. I traded my for this. But I think he got me, man. Because another time when I was 16, 17, my friend's grandma invited him to shovel the walkway. And I was there. So we went. There was ice. So we were like trying to break the ice. And we got hot chocolate. And I think we got like $35 each. So that's that's how it is, man. That's how it is. People be like that. They'll get you. They'll get you. But since I've been home, or at least when I started coming back for Christmas, my mom was saying kids don't shovel people's houses anymore. I mean, snow days, like a 2-hour delay, I'd make like $37 or something. Used to make that money. But anyway, yeah. That is so funny. I'm not gonna walk. I'm gonna work on. Well, I'm gonna send an email to see if I could do the gig during the day. That'd be so cool, man. Fingers crossed, man. Fingers crossed. All right. Peace. Be safe, and 10 days to Christmas. Or holidays, or that time. Because some people don't, like, I don't really celebrate Christmas. But one of the kids, this is going on and on, because that's what I do. But one of the kids are like, because we're at a Catholic church, and they're like, Christmas is not Santa, and da-da-da-da. And she's like, well, if there was no Christmas, we wouldn't have Christmas vacation. Like, that is true. Kids are so pure with it. Pure with it. Yeah. All right. Peace.